So we're we're back on day six of the week of laying the foundation for the acceleration into the living the have it all lifestyle in the warrior way. Um, as we have all week, and we're going to focus on the questions that actually form the foundation or actually inspire the reality to know where we are, and which is what we're going to build on. So, why do you want to go there? All right. Earlier we've established where we want to be. What is our vision? Where do we want to go? But the motivating factor and the thing that'll actually take you there is the question of why. Why do I want to go there? Now, if you're in an occupation where you are the answer to that question is to make money, obviously that's not going to be enough because there's further questions, right? Why do you want to make the money? Um, and the answer I think that we're going to find to all of these questions is the why is to expand, because we want more. The scene in the movie Troy, I don't know if you remember the scene where uh, Brad Pitt is in the tent with the temple gal, and they're kind of testing each other's kind of belief system. And she asks him what he wants. Why is he terrorizing? Why is he doing all these things? And he says the same. He says, "I want the same thing every man wants, more." And that is the underlying motivation in my life. Like, I want more. Then there's nothing wrong, right? We've been demonized in the past for wanting more, but in fact, it's an expansion. It's not just what we want. It's not what we obtain. It's who we become. We want to become more. More is more. I stayed at one of the Trump hotels, and I think one of his mottos is not less isn't more, more is more. Whoever says less is more never had more. Something on that order. But so anyway, we have to get to the purpose, right? What is our purpose? And our purpose, as I just laid out there, is to expansion. It's our purpose in life isn't to stay the same. Like, I mean, I grew up on a farm, right? The purpose of everything is to grow and multiply and create. That is the purpose of life, and we are no different in that game. So what we have to do is we have to get into the why of the body. Okay, so we can say, okay, I want to be fit, I want to be more, I want to have more strength, more power, more endurance. But until we get to the bottom line of why, like, who gives a shit? Like, we can say, well, I want to do that because I want to be happy. Well, there's a lot of fat people that are happy. There's a lot of and what we really have to do is get to the bottom line answer, and that one is we want more. Like anything, I mean, we have to answer the question why. Why do we want that? Same thing goes for being, right? We have the same situation in being. Um, like the spirituality on our side. Like, why do we even want to connect? Why do we want to connect to ourselves? That seems like a lot of work, right? Like, we have to meditate, we have to spend time. We could be watching TV, we could be enjoying some other aspect of our life. But until we have that drive to actually grow, and we're aware of it, um, we have to ask ourselves again, like, why do we want to connect? Why do we want to connect? Why do we want to hear the voice? Like, the voice is going to tell you to do some shit you're not going to want to do. Like, why would I even want to do that? And the answer again is to become more, right? I'm not going to answer these questions for you, but that's a piece of the answer, because that is being part of the purpose in life, is to expand, to grow, and so on. Same thing in balance, right? Um, what is the purpose of changing things up in your marriage? What is the person like? Things are good, like we're comfortable, we're happy, we're a lot of things, and then we have to ask why. Why would I want to risk what I have to have better, to have more? And until we connect again with what I would suggest is our being, and our purpose is to grow and to create and become more, we have to answer that question in balance. Um, Same thing goes in business and bank accounts. Like, why do we want to? Like, I've endured plenty of shame in my life, right? That around business, right? There's a lot of people. Like, I don't live in a fluid, a culture where having a lot of money is a cool thing, right? It's like arrogance almost, right? Like, why would you belittle us? Like, well, you think you're better than us, and there's a lot of presumptions that go along with business. that I had to actually fight through and say, okay, like the purpose, and I had to have a strong, and I this is a developing thing throughout my lifetime because the resistance is so strong that the why of the business and the actually is, and I have a deep drive inside to actually grow, expand as a person, have more influence on my kids, be able to offer more opportunities. But the overall uh, driving factor for me is the need to expand and to not be bored in my life, not go stagnant, not be comfortable in a status quo, like to let go of okay to actually have great. Um, so on to the assignment, right? Is like always, the part of the assignment is to teach it, right? If you can't teach it, you don't know it. If you don't know it, you can't live it. So we'll get after that, and we'll get after the other assignments noted below, and we'll talk to you again on day 7.